Hello everyone and welcome back to another Ambitious Cruise video. In this video I'm going to be showing you my teams that I made for treasure map, what's it? Big Mom. Okay, so this treasure map, the mini boss is actually quite easy, but before we get into that, I lost another bet, so here we go. A special shout out to A special shout out to How from Assault Force. He has taught me so much about team building and keeps teaching me. So grateful, mate. I totally didn't learn treasure map team building from someone else, but thank you for teaching me so much about treasure map, and I hope you keep teaching me more, and I look forward to the future. So thank you, and let's get straight into the video on my teams for treasure map versus Big Mom. Okay, so starting off with the mini boss against the Puyo, we're running a double Dex Zoro slasher team. So for this mini boss, the main selling point is the annoying captain swap and revive that the enemy has. On stages 1 and 2, we're just going to use our Zoro specials to wave clear as well as give us a bunch of cooldown. That cooldown is necessary to make sure that our Perona is ready on the final stage. Then we'll still have a full board of Wonder Orbs, since Hiyori's crewmate ability gives us a full board of Wonder Orbs. She's not required, you can literally replace her with anyone. She's just a filler unit that's going to help with damage a teeny bit, but she's definitely not needed on the crew. It works perfectly fine without her. Then on the final stage, you can use your Law special after your Warret special. So first use Warret, she's going to get around the turn of Rewind, as well as the enemy's defense up, and give us a Orb boost and an attack boost with the support of Dogstorm. Then we're going to use our Law special to extend the attack and Orb boost, as well as swapping into the Captain. Law as a Captain is going to reduce incoming damage by 70%, which is essential since the enemy does deal 50,000 damage upon death. So having that damage reduction is necessary for us to survive that death hit. Then we can use our Perona special to give us a 3-turn conditional attack boost and a 3-turn chain lock. And with all that, just kill the enemies very easily. You have the support of Perispero on your Law to lock your cerebral character's orbs, so that we can have matching orbs for both the initial kill and the revive. So this team is very strong. We have our extended boost from our Law special, and Perona's boost lasts for 3 turns naturally, so that's awesome. This team is extremely strong. If you do need a color affinity boost, you can use your super type of Zoro to give you a color affinity, but it is definitely not going to be necessary. This is a very fast team. Only 2 specials and 2 supports for most of the treasure map, and then you have an optional conditional boost with your Perona. So this team is very good. I'm very happy with the damage and the points as well as the speed. So let's move on to the next mini boss against Hawkins. So Hawkins here is a strength mini boss. We're going to use our Bartolomeo special on stages 1 and 2 to wave clear, and Bartolomeo will give a 3-turn chain lock of 2.75x, which will last until the final stage. So he's an awesome sort of a pseudo version of Kikunojo and Izo, the treasure map legend. Just a lot more accessible. Since he's a free-to-play character. Then on the final stage, we'll get 5 turns of special bind. Then we'll have 10 turns of resilience, and you have I think that's it. But you're gonna use your special of your point event Kaido. He's an awesome character for this quest. He gives a 2.5x driven attack boost, so probably the best attack boost you can get from a free-to-play character in the game. So an awesome character for this quest. He's also going to get around the special bind and give us end of turn damage, so we can get around the 10 turns of resilience. Then we can use the special of our Carrot to give us a 2.25x orb boost, and also make the recovery orbs from Cavendish count as matching. Cavendish is just there since he makes all of our orbs recover at the start of the quest, so we're just carrying those orbs into the final stage so we have matching orbs. And then later on, you can also use your Katarina Devon special to give us a delay conditional attack boost, as well as increase the effect of your attack boost. So the attack boost from Kaido is 2.75 instead of 2.5. So Katarina Devon works excellently with the Kaido, buffing the attack boost as well as giving a delay conditional attack boost. So this is the team, very strong. We also have the more support on your Katarina Devon for a 1.5x color affinity. This team is super strong. We have Kaido hitting like a truck, and Cavendish is also going to hit pretty well as well. He's just not a boosted unit. But we have a 2.75x attack boost, a 2.25x orb boost, a 1.5x affinity, a 2 times conditional attack boost, and a very strong unit. So 1 support and 1 special. 2 specials for most of the treasure map, and then you can activate Devon later on optionally. So it's always nice to have a conditional boost optionally for your treasure map teams, and then a around about 2 specials for the initial kill. But let's move on to the next mini boss against Orochi. This is quite an annoying mini boss, mainly because we get a bunch of bomb orbs. We get bomb orbs on stage 2, and then we get super bomb orbs on the final stage. So having Kid as our crewmate is going to be probably the best option that makes it super easy, since his crewman ability makes bomb and super bomb orbs count as matching for your entire crew. Then we get 10 turns of despair on the final stage, which we can resist with the ulti captain ability. Ulti is also an amazing captain ability, giving us 1 turn of cooldown, so she's going to allow all of our other specials to be ready. Then on stage 1 we can use the Caesar special to wave clear. Stage 2 we can use Kid's special to wave clear as well. So Kid is multi-purpose for his crewman ability and his special wave clearing on the second stage. Then on the final stage we get a bunch of special bind, and as I said before, the despair, which is resisted by ulti. Then we can use the special of your what's her name, Bonnie, to get her out of the special bind, give us an attack boost to your int characters, as well as giving us a 3x chain lock. So very good unit, multi-purpose, being utility and helping us with damage significantly. The support of Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week is required, since her special isn't ready on the final stage. If your Bonnie is at level limit break expansion, then you don't need the support, but if you don't have her at limit break expansion, then you need that support for the cooldown. Then we're going to have the unit of Shiryu there to give us an orb boost, and also just because he's a boosted unit, he's going to be the main damage dealer on the team. So we're just going to hit a good with your Kid and then a perfect with your Shiryu, and they'll handle the enemy for most of the quest. But this team is very fast. We also have the support of Nami for 1.3x color affinity. So all in all, it's only 1 special and 2 supports for most of the treasure map. And then later on you can activate Shiryu for an orb boost, and then Caesar again for a conditional attack boost. So once again you have a conditional that's available as an option for later on. So that's the common theme in these mini bosses. You always need to make sure you have a conditional boost as an option. So this is the team, very strong. If you don't have Shiryu, it'll be a bit tough, since he's gonna help us with damage a lot, being a boosted unit and being an orb booster. But let's move on to the final mini boss against Kanjuro. So this team is very simple and also very strong. So on stage 1, so this is the gimmick of this team, we're getting an orb boost and a chain lock before the final stage already. So in stage 1 we're using our Kamazo special to wave clear, but also to give us a 2-turn orb boost. That orb boost will last until stage 2, where we can use Kiku and Izo special to give us a chain lock that will last until the final stage, as well as extend the orb boost from Kamazo by 2 turns, allowing it to last until the final stage. So moving into the final stage, we'll already have a 2x attack boost to orb boost to all units, as well as a 3.5x chain lock. So this is a very strong combination for treasure map, and you definitely want to consider it when you're making your mini boss teams. Then on the final stage we'll have a support of rainbow orbs from the Shirahoshi crewmate ability. Then we can use the special of our ace to get out of the bind we have to our friend captain, and his captain ability gets around the rewind and special reverse, the rewind and the special bind that we get to our crew. So Ace is the best captain for this mini boss. Make sure you're running him, it makes this super easy. If you don't have him, this mini boss is a pain in the ass. But he gets around basically all the debuffs with this one unit. He also gives us an attack boost with the special, and then we can use the special of our Blackbeard to give us a conditional attack boost. He's once again an optional character, but actually you want to make sure you're activating his special, because the enemy does have defense up. So he's going to give you a defense down conditional attack boost, getting around the enemy's defense up and giving you a conditional for it. So you activate Blackbeard stage 2 special as well as Ace's special, and you'll have a 2.5x attack boost, a 2x orb boost, a 1.5x color affinity from your Lucci support effect, as well as a 3.5x chain lock and a 2x conditional attack boost. So a very strong team. Your Captain Ace and your friend Captain Ace are going to be hitting like a truck. Very strong boosts for only 2 specials. Having that orb boost and chain lock carrying over into the final stage with the combination of Kamazo and Kiku and Izo is super good for this team. So awesome team, I recommend it. Only 2 specials, 1 support. It's very strong and also a decent point boost. So moving on to the final boss team, we're gonna go against Kaido. Okay, so for the final boss here on stage 2, we're gonna use Sober Mask for a 4-turn orb boost that will last until the final stage. Then we can use the support effect of Bounce Man to give us a base attack boost. That will proc the super type of your Bond Clay. Then use the super type, will give us a chain lock, which is very important to get around the chain attack down. Then use Uta's special to give the enemy defense down. The enemy has defense up, so Uta's special is very required to give the enemy defense down and give us a chain boost. Then use Law's special to give you a color affinity, and then from there just kill the enemy. It's very easy. You'll have a full board of tandem orbs. The enemy gives you full board of tandem orbs, which is kind of as matching with Bond Clay's captain ability. Make sure you just save the orb on Bond Clay. I'll explain why in a few moments. But just save the tandem orb on Bond Clay, but you can attack with all the other units and kill very easily. Then on the final stage, you can use the special of Uta to give you a defense down conditional attack boost and a chain boost. The support of Miyoki is there to give the enemy defense down, set their defense to 0, which will allow us to get a conditional from our Uta special. So if you don't have Miyoki, you won't be able to get a conditional attack boost from Uta. So you will have a lot less damage, but it's not required to have Miyoki for the team to work. It'll just help with damage a lot. Then use the special of your friend Captain Zoro, who's going to get rid of the enemy's damage reduction and threshold, and give us a chain growth rate chain boost. And then since our Captain Bond Clay has a tandem orb, he'll also give us a 1.5x chain multiplicative boost. So that's how we save the orb on Bond Clay, so that we can have the chain multiplicative boost from your Zoro special. Then use Zoro's super class to give us a 2.5x attack boost. And then finally, use your Bond Clay special to change all of your orbs into recovery, which is counted as matching his captain ability, and give us a 1500 base attack boost. And then change Bond Clay into the combination of Dex, Slasher, and Free Spirit. Free Spirit because Sanji's orb boost from stage 2 only used to Free Spirit and fighter units. Slasher because Zoro's boosts are all to Slasher units. And Dex since the enemy is quick, so make sure you have him in Dex form since he'll have type advantage. Then finally activate Isho's special to give you despair reduction. And that's going to be it for this team. Very strong. We don't have color affinity, but we have that very strong base attack boost from your Bond Clay, which kind of makes up for that. So this team is very strong and a very high point boost for not having all the units. So let's move on to the final boss against the Intrusion. Okay, so for the Intrusion team here, we're using Carrot and Wanda on stage 2 to give us an orb boost, and also give an effect that allows themselves to go through enemy defensive effects. That procs the support of Dogstorm for an attack boost, not required but does help a lot. Then we can use Kiku and Izo's special to give us a chain lock, as well as extend the orb boost from Carrot and Wanda so it lasts until the final stage, and also change the top row orbs into Wano, since we do have 5 or more slashes on the crew. Then we can use Kiku and Izo's super type to buff the chain lock to 3.8x and change the middle row characters orbs into Wano. Then you can kill the enemy from there. It's very easy. Since the enemy does have damage nullification, we are abusing that effect that allows Carrot and Wanda to go through enemy defensive effects. They are going to be the main damage dealer, so I really hope that the enemy is quick on stage 2. Otherwise Carrot and Wanda won't be dealing much damage, and I'll need to change this team up. But I'm assuming the enemy will be quick on stage 2 as well. They should be, theoretically. Then on the final stage, we're going to use Bond Clay special for changing all of our orbs into recovery, which are counted as matching with his crewman ability. Then we'll use his super type to change into Dex and Slasher, and the second class can be whatever you want, maybe Free Spirit. Then since the enemy does change your bottom right character into your captain, Bond Clay will be your captain, which allows you to use his super type, as I said before. Which will give you a chain lock, which is pretty useless. Don't use the super type since you already have a chain lock from your Kiku and Izo. You'll still have your orb boost from Carrot and Wanda. Then use your Zoro friend captain's special to give you a bunch of chain boosting effects. Use his super class to give you an attack boost, and then you can use Law's special to get around the despair. I mean the paralysis, and give you a color affinity boost. And from there, just kill the enemy. They also give you one turn of rewind, which Bond Clay will get around with his special, but unfortunately doesn't resist a rewind in his crewmate ability, so we need that Mr. Zero support on him to give himself cooldown, so that he can therefore use his special and give everyone else cooldown. So very weird that he doesn't resist it in his crewmate abilities. But that's pretty much it for this team. Stage 2 use Wart and Kiku and Izo as well as their super type. Then on the final stage, Bond Clay will become the captain, use his special super type. use Law, use Zoro special and his super class, and just kill from there. Isho is very replaceable. He's just there since he's a slasher unit, so we can therefore get the Wano orbs from Kiku and Iso's special, and he's also a 1.35x booster, so Isho is replaceable. Just know that. Just use a very high booster that is slasher and it should work out fine. So these are my teams for Treasure Map versus Big Mom. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the teams, ask them down below as usual. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys within the next one. Bye.